kind to one another and don't give in to fear. That's all that I am asking for Christmas time this year. We've had enough of fighting and dying in the streets. For Christmas I just want a little peace.
Hi everyone, and welcome to My Pink Bathtub, day 13, Friday the 13th. So you know what's going to happen. Something's going to go wrong in this video. Doesn't have to be the 13th for this to happen. My name is Diane, and welcome back to my version of Vlogmas, where I've been knitting a sweater, knitting a gnome, knitting some mini sweaters, and hopefully we'll get back to my sock. I'm opening some advents, and we're just trying to be festive over here. I worked on my sweater last night with the chestnut brown color. I decided I was going to weigh it to see how much it weighed, because I wanted to know how many grams I used for the stripe of the sweater. I started with a 20-gram little mini and ended with 13 grams, so I used 7 grams. Just to know in the event that I may need another color. And I am planning to knit the next 2 colors, which is red and green. I will then put it on a cord and check the size of it compared to my sweater last year with the length, as well as try it on. At this point, the body of the sweater is 240 stitches per row, and I did 16 rows last night. And this morning, I finished it this morning, and I knit 3,840 stitches on this sweater since last time you saw it. So let's take a look at it and see how it is. I put it down on the ottoman to lay it flat so you could get a better look at the color, and I'm really, really happy with how it is turning out. Little mixed up with what I'm supposed to be opening. I know I did the soap advent yesterday, so I'm going to show you the next color for the sweater, which we would have been opening today. And again, it's this color. It's a much brighter red. The color is cherry. This is from Polkadot Creek, the Woolly Winterland Advent Calendar, a 12-day calendar with a full hank of yarn. And 20 grams, 92 yards. It takes 7 grams to knit the stripe. So we will add this, but not tonight, because tonight I'm going to be working on my gnome. I'm going to be adding the body color to the hat. You pick up the stitches from the hat and you keep knitting from there. So we're going to see how far we get on the gnome tonight. I'm a little tired today, and I think I'm going to do something which is out of character for me and go for a nap after I'm done recording. I am not much of a napper, but for some reason I didn't have the best sleep last night, and it's really starting to hit me, so this may be a bit of a shorter episode. I am very excited about the puzzle today because the reindeer, I'm finding it's getting a little bit easier as we go along. There are 42 pieces in each day. The puzzle in total is 1,008 pieces. And I noticed on Amazon they have a lot of them, various varieties that you can still buy. But it's been so much fun to do. And let's see how the puzzle goes today. Lucky 13. Day 13. Remember, what was your promise? You're going to...
I'll be a good boy. I got a chocolate ball.
It's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was very cold here last night. It was minus 30 degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit, I believe it's minus 22. There is also a wind chill, so very, very cold here right now, but it is expected to warm up by the weekend. Hubs and I watched a Christmas movie this morning called That Christmas, an animated or computer generated, I don't know what it's called, movie that is a new one that's out on Netflix, and it was just very adorable. As we watched that film this morning with breakfast, I finished my next little mini sweater, and this is made with the pressed flowers color from Lichen and Lace. One of my favorites. I have enough to make another one perhaps, because this takes approximately 5 grams of yarn. I'm just loving laying yarn over here. It's just been a bit of a side hobby, I'm not gonna lie. And the pattern I am using, just as a reminder, is linked below. It is a paid pattern, $5 pattern from the company. I'll put it here because for some reason I'm not remembering. I used a 2.75 millimeter needle with my fingering weight yarn, and again, took around 5-ish grams to knit it. And I bought the hangers on Amazon. Now, I did mention this yesterday that Kelly found some hangers because I couldn't find the size that I had purchased a few years back. And she is using a bit of a larger size. And it does kind of hold the sleeves out more like this, which makes it hang a little nicer. I recognize I keep calling them arms, probably because you put your arms in them, these sleeves, but I've noticed really yesterday when I was editing my last episode that I was using the terminology arms instead of sleeves. So I finished these sleeves this morning. It is another sweater, very cute. I am really enjoying making them. There you go. This is a very pretty yarn from my Advent sweater from last year. So I think I'm going to do this one next for my mini sweater, and this one too. But I think I'm going to weigh this one to make sure that I have enough. Just a weighing fool over here, just a weighing fool. Just a reminder to please go back to last Sunday's episode. I'll put the day here of when it was, because I don't know at this point what day it is or anything. I have the draw coming up on Sunday for the snow gnome, and you needed to put the word snow gnome in your comment if you are interested for a chance to win this pattern off of Ravelry. Now, I haven't heard from the first pattern winner, whose name was Lisa B. So I'm going to pop her name up here again, and we'll see if she gets a hold of me. Do please contact me at mypinkbathtub@gmail.com so I can get that coupon code off to you for the Woolly Winterland wrap. And if I don't hear from her in a little while, we will just draw another name for the winner. We are currently approximately 4 weeks into the Canada Post strike here, so we still have not received any letter mail. And that's okay with us because we haven't really ordered anything except items on Amazon, and Amazon does not use Canada Post. They use a third party. But everything I'm hearing is getting a little bit delayed in general because of the extra burden on other couriers. I also read in the news quite a while ago that there's approximately 80,000 passports stuck in the mail system right now because of the strike. So I feel really bad for anyone who's hoping to go on a trip that can't get their passport. It has been a disruption for sure here in Canada. I wanted to share with you one of my favorite Christmas decorations, and it was gifted to me by a teacher that I worked with years ago when I used to work in a high school library. She was a teacher librarian, I was a library technician, and she was a lot of fun to be around and to work with. I'm not gonna lie, she was a little certifiable. You never really knew what you were gonna get with her. She was pretty full on most days, but so much fun to be around. And one Christmas she made this, a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Her son was a industrial arts teacher. He still is. She went to the shop of the school that he works at and she made this base all by herself. She cut the pieces of wood, she drilled the hole, she glued on the legs, nailed it all together and made the base for this. And then she just got this little thing and popped it in. And it came originally with a red ball, which I still have, but I put on one of my knitting balls. Now this is just a Christmas ornament from, I'll take it off of here. Christmas ornament I made years ago. I used to host a knitting club at the high school I worked at during lunch hour that kids could come and learn to knit. And when I did it for the first year, I gave them this as a Christmas gift. I made a whole bunch of them. I just bought the balls from like a dollar store. You can usually get 6 in a pack for $1. I used a hot glue gun and I glued some yarn to the top and wrapped it around the entire ball and then glued it again to make it look like a ball of yarn. Then I got some bamboo skewers from the dollar store again to use as the knitting needles, and I just cut them. And then these little pieces at the end were also just kind of at the dollar store, and I hot glued those on as the tips of the needles. Added my own ribbon, and you have yourself a cute little Christmas ornament for the knitter in your life. If you find this little Christmas ornament fun, you too can easily make yourself a knitting ball, crochet hook, and stick it in there for a crocheter as well. Well, we technically only have one thing to open because we already spoiled our opening with the Polkadot Creek yarn for the sweater, and that is day 13 of the Aberdeen's Wool Holiday Box, Tangled Poets Holiday Box. Let's look at the color today. Ooh, it's looking a lot like yesterday. Ooh, it's a little darker. That is lovely. Again, a great color that would go in my sweater. My sweater's just over there. That's why I keep looking over there. This is beautiful. It's a little bit of a deeper tone than yesterday's. Very nice. Let's hang it up on the mantle string. Thanks for joining me today. As always, I appreciate all of you and I appreciate your comments. I'm going to go for a little nappy nap. I think I deserve it. It's going to be rather decadent. I hope you have a great Friday the 13th and a kickstart to your weekend. It is going to be warming up around here, so that is very exciting for us. And until tomorrow, my friends, be well and bye for now.